the home of the 12s. They raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee.
And off we go from Seattle.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, they didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. A little short pass. This is Everett.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Donald. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Donald. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kenneth Grant coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
That's good for a Seahawks.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
To the air with McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Darnold.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Toss left side for Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Third and 2.
Now it's Darnold.
And that is incomplete. But pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Second and 6.
They'll work inside here. Hampton.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Once more with Hampton. And it'll avoid him at the 40. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. A give out of the gun to Genty.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 on the Seahawks 33-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
Complete to Colston Loveland. A gain of 9 yards. And the
On first down is Genty.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard.
We're scoreless after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Here's McCarthy. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end.
McCarthy's pass complete to Colston Loveland. A 5-yard pickup.
Now McCarthy.
And it's third down.
And it's taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Colston Loveland
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Going up top for Cup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Tony Field that time in on the tackle. Throwing is McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Dallas Turner on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Faking the give, Darnold.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
The Vikings offense and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of this season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton.
So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Jansen. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
He's taken down.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
14. And the Vikings first down.
Once again, it's Genty.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Xavier Howard on the tackle.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 31-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Here's the option.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They're going to play action. Here's McCarthy. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. On his own read again to Genty. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying the power game with Ham. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
Hampton will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he returns this to the 22. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. 2 yards on the pick.
Here's Darnold. A little short pass. This is Everett. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Darnold now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Darnold. And he's got it. That will signal a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. That is incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving weekend. As we wrap up the month of November, let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the Arizona special teams that come up big here. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's the veteran Tyler Lockett. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Titans come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's the rookie, the former Jayhawk, Devin Neal. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Saints find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To the air with McCarthy. This is caught by Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson to target. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold. Finding Walker complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And they'll bring this one inside the 35. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Darnold running the option to the right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. He can't get him down. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
First down, Vikings.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Throwing is McCarthy. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On play action. Now McCarthy. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Vikings.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Seahawks 10.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
For the Vikings.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And out come the Seahawks. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Stiff-armed him. That's a 49-yard punt, 8th though on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
McCarthy is set to throw it.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
McCarthy going to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Darnold.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 8.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Darnold now to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Darnold. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10 of Charbonnet.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets it down to the 32.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Running right, here's Walker.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Darnold.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Darnold from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Minnesota.
McCarthy operating from the gun. That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run. Here comes Genty.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the Seahawks 25-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
74 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Genty.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The tackle made by Julian Love. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jamison Williams.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seahawks offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Off of play action, Darnold.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Darnold.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A play fake, and it's Darnold.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
20 more yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left side of his got a man. That's Walker. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
The Seahawks 1st down.
To the air again, Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Here's second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's caught.
Jackson
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
On second down, here's the option.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to keep this again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Genty. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
The 34-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Vikings.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.
And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in.